out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, was Jaron Ennis really exposed last night by Chukhadzhian? Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button. It's the bell icon button. You hear the Virgil Ortiz fans. I'll get into that a little bit later. You hear the anti, black boxing fans, up in, saying, I told you he wasn't that good. And I told y'all this. I told y'all this last week. This was gonna happen, bro. Like, it's nothing, what the 5%ers say, nothing under the sun that hasn't already been invented. It's nothing that's gonna be too much. It ain't too much more that's gonna be reinvented in boxing that we ain't already seen. And I said this last week. I said Jaron Ennis is gonna get in the ring with somebody, and he expected to knock him out quick. And he gonna have some success. He gonna take them rounds, and people gonna turn around and say that he got exposed. I said this last week. That's how it go. It happened with Adrian Broner. It happened with Errol Spence. It happens with almost all the boogeymen. It happens with almost all of them. So, check the World's Way Boxing Talk playlist out. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. It happens. This is boxing, Max. My Triple G voice is boxing. I told y'all, man. If anybody know boxing, you know what it is. Michael McKisson, took Virgil Ortiz around. People see, it's what happens. This is part of getting experience. This is part of being polished. It ain't that he got exposed. That guy would have made a lot of people look bad. Keith Thurman can't cut off the ring neither. He would have made a lot of people look bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of getting that experience. When I heard, I'm gonna tell you, I kind of knew when he was gonna get in trouble. I never seen a guy fight before, but it's three things I knew, and I said this yesterday in the reaction video. It's three things I believe I knew that he was gonna get in trouble. One was when his dad said he don't watch no film. They just make the adjustments as they go. I think Jaron Ennis said he hadn't watched Karen Chukhadzhian either. And then at the weigh-in, when he matched Jaron Ennis' energy and then turned away, and Ennis turned away first. So I knew he was gonna be tough with those three things, bro. I kind of knew he was gonna go some rounds. I knew it. I didn't think he would go the distance, but I knew he wasn't gonna be no easy out when they said them three things. And he had some good jerky movement. People said, well, he couldn't cut the ring off. He couldn't close the distance off. That dude was doing some things in there that that made Jaron Ennis look vulnerable. Then it don't really help his case when you got Kenny Porter going around saying that he unbeatable and all this type of stuff and buying into the hype and this, that, and the third. It's experience for a reason. He stepped up against a top 5 IBF contender, and you've seen some chinks in his armor, but a lot of them chinks in the armor come from not being prepared, not watching your opponent, not preparing for your opponent, going off the name basis. See, names get you in trouble in boxing. People see build these names up, and you think they big names don't mean they good fighters. They just names. So when you get in there and you hear a Danny Garcia, you hear a Keith Thurman, you think that's where the division begins and ends at. But there is Razab Batuab. There was a Steonis. There is a Ingus Kavalaskis. There is a Korean Chukhadzhian. There is a Cody Crowley. Those are good names out there, and fighters get to believe in the hype. Like, oh, it can't be done. And I told y'all, somebody who's gonna give Jaron Ennis some issues, because I seen it with Montel Griffin and Roy Jones Jr., is somebody who's gonna be fundamentally and technically sound. And he had a little bit of flavor, of his own. What's that Geico commercial where he brought the little biscuits over? He said, what's in it? He says, my nutmeg. He said, this is my mom's special recipe. I can't give it to you. He had a little bit of nutmeg or a little bit of special recipe to his game, the movement. He wasn't expecting that. He going out there trying to press, trying to get the knockout, though one hard shot. And when you get into that mindset as a fighter, you get into the rhythm that this dude will walk over. I'm gonna knock him out with 1 or 2 good shots. He stopped looking for 3, 4, turning and getting that angle and getting that 4th or 5th shot. He stopped doing what he was bred to do, what he was trained to do. And he started looking for 1 or 2 big shots. He started feeding into the crowd, and all that comes with experience. Fuck the crowd. Forget the crowd. You got to respect every opponent on this level. And, he didn't stay on his jab enough. he didn't stay on the body work enough. And when he stayed on the body work, the reason why he didn't drop him or nothing or stop him to the body, because he throwing one or two hard big shots. Had he just shoe shined and ripped upstairs a little bit and mixed it up a little bit, it's just, like I said, you know, I think it was a valuable experience lesson from the aspect of arena experience. He going in trying to impress so hard, and win fans. They was arrogant, overlooking this guy. They want to stay on this. They wanted guys like that. They wanted Crawford. They wanted Errol Spence. They wanted those caliber of fighters. But he was arrogant. They was cocky. They need to watch their film on guys. They need to respect every guy on this level. And I think the experience factor came more so everything outside of the ring, more so inside the ring. So watching the film, not playing into the crowd, you know, knowing that you can't. That's what Berlanga fell in love with. What Boots had 10 straight knockouts. That's what Berlanga fell in love with. Berlanga fell in love with, you know, knocking everybody out, and he started to believe that's what he was. Like I told y'all, that's on Menace Society, the dude that played Kane. They say he was going around LA really believing he was Kane, punching fools and doing stuff like that allegedly. So he really believed that, you know, he this dude that can run through everybody. He believed in the hype. He buying the chains. You know, everybody in Philly telling him he the best. The sparring is going great, but it's different from a big fight. You playing into the crowd, you know, you can't do that. You got to respect dudes. You got to go in there and break dudes down when you get into that top 5, top 10 area, no matter how good you are. You got to come in with a game plan, you know, and he walking them down 1 or 2 hard shots, get behind the jab, double the jab up, put a big shot to the body there, then come with 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? You jab 2, 3, step over, you know, run some more combinations. You know what I'm saying? That's what he had to, that's what he should have done. But he over there looking for 1 or 2 big shots, and you know he probably can't hurt me. I'm gonna eventually get him, you know. But once you get in the mind state, you get into the rhythm of fight. You think you're gonna knock a guy out 1 or 2 big shots. That's what happened. That's what happened. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think for him, obviously defense got to tighten up the dude. You know, he couldn't see the left hook coming. For the southpaw position, that's a hell of a punch too. So that's one of the punches gonna get in. You know, so at the end of the day, he didn't take him serious. That's what I believe. I think they thought they was gonna walk him over him for the IBF interim title. Can I say per se he was exposed? I mean, no. I don't think he was exposed. I mean, if anything was exposed, was his lack of preparation, his lack of respect for a Korean Chukhadzhian. That's what I believe it was. If anything was exposed, his lack of experience of worried about the fight, not worried about winning fans and not getting knockouts to get views and all that type of stuff. I think he started to believe his own hype and smell himself. And I think he got a nice slice of humble pie last night that when you get in there with top guys, you're not gonna run through all these top guys. You know, and from the movement aspect, the point cutting the ring off and all that, that dude gonna make anybody look bad. Somebody with more experience would have knew how to break him down. Somebody like Spence, Crawford, you know, some of the dudes would have knew how to break him down a little bit. That dude was tough. So you don't come prepared. That's what happened. You know, you got to come with a game plan. So, you know, everybody, you know, they go around and say we make adjustments as the fight come. That's what we gonna do. At the end of the day, man, you know, they don't see Ray Lewis saying, well, we're going to make adjustments to Peyton Manning, you know, as the game going. No, you got to come prepared. Fighters have tendencies. Everybody can say that bullshit Floyd say, well, you know, every fight is different. No, fighters have tendencies. Just as an offense has tendencies, just like as a basketball player's got tendencies. The Jordan rules. Force him left, don't let him get a layup. If he get in the lane, put him on his ass. Everybody got tendencies. Chukhadzhian had tendencies. You know what I'm saying? And if they were more prepared for the tendencies that Chukhadzhian took, he probably would have had a more successful outcome. But then again, the flip side of this is, in my opinion, I believe the flip side of this is a lot of people, I think a lot of people are going to be willing to get in the ring with him now. I think a lot of people who was asking for a high price to get in the ring with him, unfortunately, Rashidi Ellis lost last night. I think a lot of people going to be saying, well, I'm willing to get in the ring with Jaron Ennis now. So him looking a little bit vulnerable, I think people gonna say, you know what, I'm willing to get in the ring with him now. That's what I think. I think him looking a little bit vulnerable. I think they're gonna be able to get guys in the ring, and that's kind of happened with Keith Thurman. That happened with Errol Spence in his career. So yeah, I think my cross the right boys. I think guys gonna be more ample in the ring. But to say he got like exposed, like I can't say that. I think their corner got exposed for not being prepared. I think he got exposed for not being prepared. I think he got exposed for lack of experience playing to the crowd, playing to the fans, and you just go out there and you try to win. Damn, they jacked this might Jeep up. Took the doors, the motor all out of there, and they be dropping them off over here. Strip this shit. That's why, man, I ain't mad. I'm good. I don't want no car that they stealing or jacking at all. I'm good on that. At all. But a lot of times, man, it be insurance jobs, so y'all know how it go. But niggas get tired of paying that car note. but yeah, man. But yeah, that's all it was, man. They'll get better next time. They won't let that happen. They won't get in there and underestimate a foe that's inferior or unknown in their opinion. So they won't do that again. They'll come more prepared. The boy always in the gym. So do this mean that this guy, he can't beat this guy, that guy, man? Who fight like Chukhadzhian? That's all I'm asking. I think people seeing some chinks in his armor. They're gonna see that he, you can, give him some movement, get the left hook off, get the right hand off. And that, at the end of the day, he ain't no finished product. We know he ain't stepped up too far into the top 10 of welterweights. So as you step up, you know what I'm saying, there's gonna be holes in your game, and it's gonna be how fast they be able to make them weaknesses in them holes field or make them strengths. That's boxing. Everybody looking for Virgil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, because they telling y'all they ready for the top guys. They saying, well, they must be ready. No, the handlers saying something else. And the handlers, Cameron Duncan, Oscar De La Hoya, them been around boxing a long time. They just need some more seasoning, and it's okay. At 20-something years old, you're not a finished product. It's okay, bruh. It's okay, dude. They're not finished products yet. And anybody in boxing all know this. You all getting caught up in the fanfare, argue with fans, the Ortizes, the Ennis fans, the Spence fans, the Crawford fans, the Spence fans. Them dudes, them dudes are not finished products, bro. And to be honest, they probably not even at their best weight class if they continue, their career commenced the way if it's to continue on the trajectory that it's on. They probably not even physically, at their best weight class yet. So they got stuff they got to learn. And that's boxing. They gonna get better and better and better. And that's why they not getting thrown to the wolves right now. They can say we ready for a world title. The IBF can say you ready for a world title. So could the WBC, WBA, WBO. But only time and experience will tell. Last night, Chukhadzhian, I wouldn't mind seeing him again. I know people saying you'll never see Chukhadzhian again for the way he fought and all that type of stuff. I mean, shit, it is what it is. The boy got great movement. Had a little bit of offense too. I see him a little bit more offensive, but hey, he was in there with somebody who was defensively pretty slick too. So at the end of the day, they picked Chukhadzhian out of all the guys that wanted to get in the ring with him, and he caused problems. And when you got somebody that can feint and go left and right, it's hard to cut the ring off on them type of guys. That guy gonna make anybody look bad for a while. Anybody. I don't see too many welterweights gonna go in there and run through Chukhadzhian in 2 or 3 rounds or 4 rounds at that. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make anybody look bad. I'm telling you, that kid gonna make anybody look bad. Anybody. And you was noticing he was fainting, and then he was fainting with his right, and then slide back to the left. He can go either way. He literally can go either way. That's the crazy thing about it. He literally can go either way. That's kind of what I was looking at. Like, he was like, well, anytime you get somebody that can go either way, bro, they dangerous, bro. They dangerous. That dude was going left, right, left. He was going Fainting, he was fainting this way and sliding out that way. You know, anybody that can clearly go either way, that's tough to cut the ring off. So appreciate y'all, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. The link tree, the first link in the description. Check out the Walter Way Boxing Talk playlist. Peace.